Privilege.
All right, welcome to Dadpuzzles. Today we are so lucky to have our special guest, Mr. Tim Storey. He is the ultimate coach to the, they call him the comeback coach to all the stars that you have seen from his biography. Please welcome my friend, Tim Storey. Thank you, sir.
Okay, number one, what a privilege to be on your show.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm proud of you and all the things you're doing. So it's my privilege.
Thank you so much, sir. So, could you share, briefly, because we understand that you're a coach. So, what are the personal fatherhood experience that you have seen that has impacted you from you coaching others? What experience have you noticed?
Yeah, I think number one is that as a young man, um, I lost my father when I was only 10. He died from a car accident. And when you don't have your father there, you need other coaches.
Right.
And so, literally, my sports coaches and then my pastor, different people began to be coaches in my life. And they did such a good job on me that I said, someday I want to help mentor, tutor, and guide other people. So I went to seminary, and then I got a doctorate degree and a master's degree, and I began my journey of all these years getting to coach and mentor beautiful people.
That is beautiful. So how do you get to balance your professional career along with, like as a speaker, as a coach, and like as a family as well, and being a father? How do you
Yeah,
get to do all that?
I think that number one, I believe that you put God first,
Right.
your family second, and your job third. So I love all my jobs. I have several, but I love my family in such an amazing way that I talk to my children every day. They are older now. And in fact, during the pandemic, my son, who's 32, he lived with me for a long time. And I see my daughter all the time. So I really think that God first, my family second, and my job's third. So having been doing this most of my life, it works for me, and it's a better way to live, I think.
Oh, that's fantastic. So in your sessions when you're coaching, dads, what's the most what techniques has been working so far that you recommend to fathers that want to improve the relationship with their children?
I think that first of all, we have to understand what is the role of the father.
Okay.
So I come a lot from a biblically based life,
Okay.
and the role of the father is to guide his child. That means direction.
Right.
Guard his child, which is protection, and to govern his child, which means administration. So when a child feels like he is being guided correctly, guarded and protected,
Right.
and governed in the right way, there's a real safety that comes, a real security that comes. And so even though my children are 32 and 30 years of age,
Right.
I still guide, I still guard, I still govern. My children feel very protected from a lot of things in life because I like being that kind of father.
That is fantastic. And also from reading your book, I like what you say that how if we don't really take like if we don't do those critical three things, um, you know it that like it repeats itself with a vengeance. To the like in terms of the negative aspect of it. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, and I think that for any father, if you have not done those three things, do not put yourself down.
Right.
Maybe you didn't know any better.
Right.
But if you don't help direct them, a boyfriend will, or a girlfriend will, or friends that are not so good.
Right.
if you don't guard them, then they maybe will be guarded by other people that are not so good. So I think that one reason the children get in trouble is because they don't feel the guide, the guard, the govern.
Right.
And it's such a very powerful thing when you understand our responsibility as parents. But as you know, it never ends, no matter how old your children become.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how do you encourage fathers to overcome the self-doubt and insecurities, in their parenting journey? Because sometimes, like you mentioned, some people that they haven't done those five, those three G's. How do they, let's say, go ahead and do better going forward? Like to, as you call it, you have to like make it end with you. Make sure that like there's no more problems going forward.
Yeah, so I see it as this is that you may not be what you want to be,
Right.
but thank God you're not what you used to be.
Right.
And so, again, I never think men should put themselves down. Never, never.
Thank
And because you don't know how maybe what you've been through, or how maybe your grandfather was not there, or your father was not there, and even if they were, don't put yourself down. But now, what you have to do is you have to develop the right skill set. And what you do not know, you need to be educated in this thing. And so that's one reason I'm glad you have this podcast, because you're bringing on people like Tim Storey
Right.
to help educate men that they can step up and become the man and the leader that they're supposed to be. Because they need to have leadership,
Right.
which is like lead your ship.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. So what do you consider to be the most rewarding aspect of coaching fathers and helping them navigate this fatherhood, successfully?
I think that one thing that is very important is to realize how important it is that your child feels like they have leadership. And what happens is many people have children, and then they're so distracted by their job and by other things that they're doing that they leave that child maybe to be raised by the school system or even raised by their friends. But no, that child needs you to raise them. So, number one, realize the importance.
Right.
And then once you realize the importance, you have to become educated, as we said earlier, on how to be a proper father. And I think that there's not enough people that are educating themselves on the importance of fatherhood. And so a couple of things that they should learn is how to be a father that has honor and respect, how to be a father who's a good communicator, okay?
Yes,
How to
sir.
be a father who is very understanding. And when you begin to be those things, it attaches you in a greater level to your children.
Absolutely. I think this is amazing because also, then you will minimize a lot of misunderstanding and confusion to the child. I mean, what you have said is just gold, gold. Thank you, sir. So, what advice would you give to the new fathers who are feeling overwhelmed and uncertain about their parenting role? Like they're brand new, they're not sure how to do it. Like what do you tell those type of dads?
I would say that immediately enroll yourself in school.
Okay.
And so I have a book called The Miracle Mentality.
Right.
And in my book, I talk about miracle parenting. So they can get that book
Yes, sir.
and learn how to be a parent who trains up their children in a miracle mentality. So what I like is like let's say the month is September, okay?
Okay.
And so if the month is September, I'm not trying to get you to be a great father in September.
Right.
I want you to be better in September, better in October, better in November,
Absolutely.
better in December.
Absolutely.
So educate yourself starting now. Get the book Miracle Mentality, learn about miracle parenting, and then find other parenting books, TED Talks, YouTube videos,
Right.
and just go to work.
Right. Thank you so much. Actually, I had the like I was lucky to really read the book, and it's so much there's so much information in there that I was really impressed. And if folks they get time to read it, they'll be happy they read it because you know okay, I don't want to start rambling about how great the book is and the questions I have for you about the book because I don't want to give away everything, right? But maybe I should not ask that question.
No, no, you could ask it. Ask anything. They're still going to buy it.
Oh, there you go. Absolutely, because they need to listen to it, to read more about it, because it just doesn't. Here we go. So I like this idea about when you talk about um, how you have the the mundane, the mess, the madness. The way you put it is so amazing, and I encourage all the dads to read it because you have folks that are still like maybe like 20s. Like you spoke with people that are in their 20s. Some people in their 40s still they don't know how to capture that magical space because the way they were raised. So
Yes.
this book is really powerful.
Thank you. So here's what I think is that in traveling around the world
Yes, sir.
many times,
Hmm.
I found that people live in these categories. The mundane.
Right.
Mundane means the regular,
Right.
the normal.
Right.
That's kind of mundane. Then you have the messy,
Right.
means like the disheveled, the unorganized.
Right.
Then you have, watch, the madness,
Right.
the chaos.
Hmm.
If you're not careful, you think your life mundane is terrible. No, but it can get messy and it can move to madness.
Madness. Right.
When you're living in the messy and the madness, you're going to miss your miracle.
Absolutely.
Because many of you have miracles that are here already,
Hmm. Hmm.
but you have missed them
Right.
because you are messy in your mind and
Hmm.
madness in your mind, and you're missing the miracle of today.
So those madness, they need to wake up like Lawrence, Fisher, like how you gave that example in the book. Amazing. They need to read that book, my friend.
Yes,
Uh,
thank you.
yes, sir. And also, I like how you encourage people that fame is like fame is so far from what because people they think the people that have like they've made it in terms of the finances, or they're famous. They think once I get there, then I'll be great. But no, you really need to work from where you are at the moment, improve yourself, like you say, month to month. This is the best thing to go about it. Correct?
Yeah, and again, is that if it took you so long to be in a difficult place,
Right.
don't think you can get out that fast.
Absolutely.
And so it's almost like in the game of baseball. They go to first base, second base, third base, all the way home.
Right.
So when I life coach people, some of the biggest stars in the world, I'm only trying to take them to first base.
Awesome.
Then take a breath. Then we go to second base. Take a breath. Go to third base, and then we go home. Yeah, so we can take you from mundane, messy, okay, madness, into magical. But one thing is, doctor, you have to learn to master the mundane. I'm a master of the mundane. So, like for instance, throwing out the trash is mundane. Going to the dentist is mundane. Going to the DMV is mundane of every day.